Hello, welcome to my physics class. Let's look at this radioactive question from 2017. The question says a piece of radioactive material contains 1000 atoms. If its half-life is 20 seconds, the time taken for 125 atoms to remain is, so what is the time taken for 125 atoms to remain? First of all, before we go into answering this question, what is half-life? What do you understand by half-life? Half-life is the time taken for half of a radioactive material, let's say uranium, half of a radioactive material to decay is the time taken for half of a radioactive material to decay. So I often ask myself, why are we calculating half-life? Why not the full life? But this is what physics is all about. By the time we calculate full life, the radioactive material must have finished. So it's more important for us to calculate the half-life so that we know how much we can consume a radioactive material, or we can use, because we cannot really consume radioactive material, but then how much we can use radioactive material. Usually half-lives are is a very long period. So half-life, we can't even use up a radioactive material in its half-life. So let's go back to the question. The question says what? A piece of radioactive material contains 1000 atoms. If its half-life is 20 seconds, the time taken for 120, what's the time taken for 125 atoms to remain? Now, there's no particular formula for this. We just use simple logic. We know that half-life is the time taken for half of a radioactive material to decay, right? So we have 1000 atoms. We have 1000 atoms, and they said the half-life is what? 20 seconds. It means after 20 seconds, we're going to have what? 500 atoms left, right? After another 20 seconds, we're going to have what? 250 atoms left. After another 20 seconds, what is half of 250? Is what? 125 atoms. So we can stop here because we've gotten our 125. The question says the time taken for 125 atoms to remain. So we started from what? 1500 atoms, 250. Now 150 atoms, 125 atoms is remaining after how many seconds? So what we do is to sum up the time between all of this decay period. So we have what? 20 plus 20 plus 20, which is equal to what? 60 seconds. So this means that after 60 seconds, the 1000 atoms of the radioactive material will only remain 125 atoms. So this is a simple logical question. You should be able to remember this when you see it in JAMB in April. Thank you. If there's any question, you can ask me, and we'll try to answer it together.